Hi, my name is Merlin. I'm just gonna talk about what I learned today. So basically, the problem I faced was, hold on. Oh yeah, this part. So basically, what the problem I was faced was the cookie-based authentication. So I thought so the with the social login. So the I'm just gonna talk about the background of it. Uh, we're trying to implement the social login. So my server engineer, he's really nice. Alright, he's really expert on the server. And so what he did was what he made was he didn't make API for it, but he just made some kind of redirect social login. So basically, the redirect social login consists with the domain, our domain, but with the Google authentication, Google Auth domain, and our the next URL navigation for it. The problem is the actually you have the reader social logoing is kind of treated as the API because that is gonna be this domain is our server domain. So and it was really nice, but the problem was the Next.js used rewrites or rewrite is just basically the proxy as thing is. And so when I'm trying to like go link like so because this is kind of this is not API thing. This is kind of API, but the the how to use it is you have to treat this as a the link, a tag link. So if you click it, the proxies we're gonna translate this API prefix into this domain, and we're just gonna translate it to this. But the main problem is there will be cookie issue or course issue. But why? Because even though you said the proxy thing is like rewrite isn't that proxy. Rewrite is just um it's just the changing your API prefix into your the target domains. So I don't think that rewrite it work as a like proxy thing. It's not real server proxy. So let's go up that. So basically, I'm just translating into here. And if it just works, are just gonna redirect into some kind of this kind of domain, and there gonna be new tab, the Google social login part. So I log in it, and of course there gonna be error. Why? The reason why is I didn't set the Meteor or the proxy server. This is not actually proxy. We just did rewrite. So you really have to set the proxy because it's actually because localhost and our domain is different. There's another way to part is you configure your like domain for your localhost. So there's another part. But the second is making some kind of BFF proxy server, like here. Yeah, but how? But Next.js they has their own API. Um, you can make API in Next.js, so you're just gonna have to make the BFF like for the forward proxy. So it's gonna be here. So if you call some kind of API, so your server we're just gonna call this API and work like this. So if you look at here, so I saw some kind of really nice blog of it. Not this part. Not here. Not here. Not here. Where was it? Yeah, here. So this kind of thing is gonna be not work because if there's like this client is localhost and if the API is some kind of different domain. So the best part is setting up the API proxy in your Next.js. If you put the API logo in API proxy, you're just gonna translate. And if there's like a token here, API proxy, we get the token. But it really has to translate into your domain token. So that's very hard part. So you have to configure the server API server proxy, but when you get the cookie, this API proxy will just get translated into your cookie from the server, but you have to translate into your client cookie based. So there's kind of really hard part. And The reason I think this is very hard because there's redirect new tab, so I have to configure new redirect new tab. So this is gonna be really hard. Not really hard, but I can do it. So I have to core the redirect navigation on the API, the server level, and when it got the so when I got the so when I got the when I got the some kind of new like some kind of there's gonna be link of the redirect Google social authentication, right? So I have to make the API when once I got it, and I have to send it back to client, and client has to go to the that specific uh, URL for that. So of course API proxy, we are just gonna have to listen about this kind of thing. So that's very hard. I think this guy actually I saw the blog of right talking about this, and this is really nice for the this kind of base authentication. But I don't know it's kind of valid in the production level, but I think it's only for the local level. But I don't know. So I'm just gonna like deep dive into proxy and cookie, and after that I'm just gonna talk it to you. So this is it. Have a nice day and see you next time. Bye bye.